25 feet. That's how far you must stay back from a working law enforcement officer after being instructed to do so, according to a new state law that took effect last year. Law enforcement told us the law would improve officer safety. However, a federal judge has now blocked the enforcement of that law. Act 259 made it a crime to go within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer after being instructed to step back. The law, signed by Governor Jeff Landry, took effect in August of last year. Since then, a lawsuit was filed against the law by several media companies, including our parent company, Gray Local Media Incorporated, claiming the law violates the First Amendment right to gather and report the news. Ultimately, federal judge John DeGravels blocked the enforcement of the buffer zone law because of its vagueness.
Because the problem with the law, it doesn't say when you're making an arrest. It doesn't say when you're on a traffic stop, because those are dangerous situations. It says anytime they're on duty, anytime they're in the performance of their duties, if they're in their patrol car, if they go up and talk to a witness at a restaurant because the witness's vehicle is burglarized, they literally have the authority to say, everybody get back 25 feet.
Steve Thompson, professor of criminal justice, says with his background in law enforcement, he likes the idea of having the authority to get people to step back to a safe distance while doing the job. However, he also feels the law was written very vaguely.
I know this sounds crazy, but literally the way the law is written so vaguely, we're about to have all these Mardi Gras parades. The streets are not even 50 foot wide, and all an officer has to do is walk down the middle of the street and say, everybody get 25 feet away. Everybody has to leave the Mardi Gras parade until that officer passes. Now, I'm not saying an officer would ever do that, but do you really want to write a law that says he can't?
Thompson says he thinks the law should be rewritten less broadly.
I want them protected. I like the idea of this law, but I think if you just simply changed it to something to the effect of the officer has the authority to order people 25 foot back while they're conducting a lawful traffic stop, while they're making a lawful detention, while they're making an arrest, that's reasonable. Court documents state that the vagueness of the law violates the 14th Amendment.